guys, and welcome to Saved and Successful. We are here with the wonderful Maria.
Hi, Niky.
For those of you that don't know, Maria is an amazing actress. She's a West End actress. She's an amazing singer. We've been singing together for a couple of years, oh my goodness, when she sings.
Oh, bless you.
And also, she's so busy and wanted. It's really hard to get her. So it took me over a year to get her on the show.
Wow.
So thank God she's here today.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, Niky.
Thank you for accepting. So for those of you that don't know you, how would you describe Maria in 3 words?
I would describe myself as creative, energetic, and passionate.
Creative, energetic, passionate. I love the mixture. Elaborate.
I definitely naturally have a lot of energy from when I wake up. I'm off and I'm ready to start the day, basically. I have passion for kind of what I do. I have a lot of passion for people. I have passion for the arts and creativity in general, and I'm creative in the sense that I like to write, and obviously I perform.
You like writing, so
I do.
Are you writing a book or a script, songs?
I'm very new to it, actually, so I've acted for like many years, and you kind of get to the point where you think, actually, I want to be the creator as well and try something different and just use another string to your bow. So I've started writing like this year, and it's literally just like scripts and ideas that I have, kind of comedy sketches, and also just poetry. I feel like I'm quite philosophical as well, so I do like to write just my thoughts down. And just accounts of what I'm thinking and what I'm observing around me.
And when did you start acting?
Professionally around 10 years ago, but I was acting from a kid. I was always that kid in the playground who was like making scenes and getting all the girls together and some boys and to play mums and dads. Like, it started that early. I was always the initiator when it came to acting. And yeah, so I've been acting for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And were your parents always supportive of what you wanted to do growing up? Or?
They were, we had some challenges, I guess, but luckily I'm the younger sibling. So you know how it goes, the reins loosen somehow. Yeah. And I have a sister who's, the one that's a bit older than me. She's 3 years older than me, and she's a creative as well, and she's a singer. So I think she mashed down those barriers before I had to do it. So they kind of softened when they realized, okay, this is what she wants to do. And I just took it really seriously, and after a while I think they realized, you can't kind of stop me. I kind of think I was the young child. I was probably more rebellious than my other siblings, not too much, but just strong-headed. And I think after a while they realized, okay, cool. And then once I started getting a few jobs, I think it made them, a bit more relaxed and realize, actually, she can do this and make a living, from it.
And when was I would say, the big, we can call it big break, but the one thing or the one job that you had that I was thinking, okay, cool, tick, this is definitely one of the things I wanted to do in this career?
I think it was something I did, a show called Soul Sister, which is based on the story of Tina Turner. And initially it wasn't something I wanted to do. When I got offered the role, I didn't say yes at first. But in hindsight, I had my reasons. But once I was in it, and once I got comfortable in that role, I realized I love this, and this is what I'm meant to do. It was literally that job. And before that, it was such a quiet season. So that job really was like a mark in the sand for me.
Alongside your acting, obviously you've been singing in churches.
Yeah.
So did you grow up as a Christian, or did you find Christ for yourself?
I grew up as one. Like most, Nigerian people, you grow up in an African household, you go to church every every Sunday. Well, some people every day, but that's fine. But yeah, each of their own. But I go to church every Sunday, I did anyway. And I did believe in God. It wasn't just like my parents dragged me there. Like, I felt like as a child, I had a connection to God. Like, I felt like he spoke to me in my dreams and stuff like that. So I knew God was real. But did I take it really seriously? I didn't. Until around 16, I had like some mentors at secondary school that invited me to their church to sing. So I went there to sing for choir practice, and then they were just like, who wants to give their life to Christ? And I sat there thinking, well, I'm a Christian, kind of thing, like why? But then something was just, it was just a moment where I realized this is the moment this is the moment when I'm going to take you seriously and actually commit my life to you. So it was at 16 I gave my life fully to God.
And by then, have you started acting?
I hadn't, no, I was still like in secondary school.
Secondary school.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you were looking for, obviously, to break into the acting career, and then you've given your life to Christ, would you say that your life has always been the way you intended it to be, or did you come across obstacles or difficulties that made you question maybe your ability as an actress, or even your faith? Yeah,
no, for sure. I don't think, I'll be surprised when I meet any actresses that say, yes, my career is exactly what I thought it would be. Because you never know until you're in the industry how it is and how the challenges of the industry. And yeah, I definitely had obstacles. Like when I came out of drama school, I got a job straight away and it was in the West End. So I was like, yeah, you know, like I'm here, I've made it kind of thing. And you literally just think, because I got it, I didn't get it easily, but because it was my first job out of school, you just think, yeah, that's how it's going to be. It's really easy. And after that job, I had like a quiet season. It was literally like a couple of months where I just wasn't getting any jobs. And I was literally just dumbfounded because I just didn't know that's how it could be. You know, you can be getting auditions, but just not booking. So that was a challenging period where I kind of thought, you know what, maybe I'm not good. Maybe that job was a fluke kind of thing. And you do naturally start to doubt yourself, especially when you go to audition and you get a no and you get a no and you get another no. You naturally do. So that was a tough season. And there's been other tough seasons. And yeah, but I've kind of carried on, and definitely my faith has been a key point in that journey to actually just getting back on the horse again. Yeah.
And has your faith ever been tested or tried, like directly, like thinking, Lord, are you even seeing what's happening to me?
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely has. So after that first job, it was a while before I got my next job. And that job, literally, I feel like I got that because I had a dream, and in the dream somebody said, Maria, aren't you fasting? Everyone's fasting. And I was like, and I woke up, like literally that was the end of a dream. And I just laughed. I was like, you're funny, God. Because like, I did not fast. Like, I love my food. I'm on a slim side now, but normally I love my food. So fasting was never something I ever did, and I found it very difficult. And so I knew that the fact that I never did it, I thought, God, you're saying, do this, try this, just spend some time in prayer on this particular part of your life. And I did that, and like 2 weeks later, I got a job.
Wow.
Which was amazing. I was like, wow, God, kind of like, you're very faithful. So I literally did that job, and I was able to get a new agent from there. And then from getting a new agent, think, yes, I'm going to get some more jobs again. I had another quiet season. I thought, I'm back here again, kind of thing. And so my faith was definitely tested. I did like temp jobs, obviously, because you have to pay your bills, you have to earn a living. I did temp jobs in that time. Just thinking, God, I can't take a full-time job, because if I do take a full-time job, that says I've given up, because I need to be free for auditions. Any performers out there would understand. You need to be free, have some flexibility for auditions. But I did temp jobs, and then after a while, after like nearly a year, I thought, this is long. I can't be living off a part-time job. It's really hard. And I feel like help came to me in community. It wasn't even like my faith was in that area was so dwindled already, and my confidence was so not there. But I had friends saying, like, Maria, what are you doing? Like, why are you applying for full-time jobs for? Why are you even doing this? You're wasting your talent. And it was the first time I actually had a period where I was quite low. Like I said, I'm very energetic. I'm very kind of like positive. But in that time, I wasn't. And it was family and friends that had to really encourage me and really bring God to me and be like, actually, carry on. Like, you know, he sees what you're doing. You're trying your best. And they really helped me in that time. And so like faith in the terms of community, family, encouragers, and people that believe in your gift. Well, after a while, like I said, I took a full-time job, and a week after that full-time job, I thought, yep, I've made it. You know, it was a really lovely job in a city, really sweet job, you know, getting a proper wage.
Yeah.
And, you know, so a week after that, I had another audition. And I was like, no, I said to my agent, no, sorry, like I'm doing a full-time job now. I've given it 6 to 9 months, probably longer. It was nearly a year of just, you know, being in that limbo position. I got an audition and I went. I didn't even want to go, but I went, and it was a job I was saying was that defining job. So they offered it to me, I got it, and I turned it down, kind of thing. But like I said, in hindsight, it took me a while to realize it was just fear. I hadn't acted for so long that I literally was nervous that if I took it, and it was, you know, it was to alternate a lead role. So I'll be playing a lead role like 2 to 3 nights a week. Everybody's eyes are on you, and I haven't acted for nearly a year. So I just thought, wow, like, can I even do this? That was really the fear inside. And it was my family again that were like, so you want to be a receptionist, or do you want to be an actress, kind of thing? And I was like, well, I'm a receptionist. You kind of just you kind of just put your dream to the side sometimes because it's been so knocked out of you. But they said that, and I remember just being in my living room, and I literally broke down crying. I was like, do you want to be here? And literally, it was one of them moments when your family had to kind of like reaffirm, like, and my friends actually, I have some great friends that were just said like, so you're gonna forfeit what you've worked for. And they just reminded me, and I had a moment when I broke down and I realized I'm scared. I'm nervous, but I'm going to take this role. And my agent at the time was saying, Maria, this will be a great role. So all these voices that were just pushing me, helping me. And like I said, I did it, and it wasn't like easy at first, it was challenging. But once I got the hang of it, I was like, thank God I did this. And thank God you sent those people to encourage me, and that, you know, I'm on this journey and doing what I actually wanted to do. Yeah.
Finally, you get your big breakthrough.
Yeah.
Between the time of waiting and your prayer being answered, what would you say is the one lesson that God wanted you to learn?
Okay, I would say definitely gratefulness. When I left school, you kind of think it's all going to be bish bash bong, you're going to get some jobs, you're rearing to go, you're probably overly confident sometimes, like, and because the world is your oyster kind of thing. And so when I got that first job, I kind of thought, yep, I got it because I'm good, you know, like, and that, you know, that's a part of it. You can't, you know, your talent does help as well, but it's God that blesses you. And I realized that then, in that quiet time, I learned to just thank God regardless. I didn't have jobs, I didn't have much money, I didn't have, you know, security of what's going to happen over the next few months, but thank you anyway, you know. So I just learned to genuinely just be grateful and praise God regardless. So when I look back, I would not change those few months for the world, because I've learned how to trust and to be thankful with the simple things. And when you're thankful for the simple things, God can bless you with more.
Absolutely. So are you in a show at the moment?
I literally start a show in 2 days' time.
Look at that.
Literally in 2 days' time. So yeah, it's that lovely rehearsal period coming up. And it is a Christmas carol at the Old Vic. So I'll be there throughout the whole Christmas season.
Wow. God is good.
He is, yeah.
So I'm definitely going to watch her.
Yay! Come. You have to
So where
come.
would you see yourself in the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
Ooh, I would love to see myself doing more TV. I've done mostly theatre and I love it. I wouldn't change that. I love live theatre. I would love to focus on singing more as well, and actually release some music. I can't see myself living in London, so I'm not sure where that will work, or where God will take me, but I know London is not my main, you know, playing ground. So who knows? I would love to have a family, so balancing family and work would be a whole different season of life. And also just generally, like most actors always have their side thing, because when you're not working, what do you do? And I'm really interested in health and wellness. So I may study a nutritionist course, I'm not too sure, just because I'm genuinely, I'm just passionate about people's health. And I think when you have your own personal health struggles, you just want to help other people. When you overcome, you want to help other people overcome. And writing, like I said, I'm writing. I would love to write like a sitcom or just something for theatre that just challenges and question just the climate we're in today. You know, we see so much on TV and it's like, who's actually writing about it? The current events. And I'm sick of going to plays and thinking, oh, well, you know, it's dated, or when it's to do with, for example, being a black woman. When they are like black characters, it can be very kind of like dated, like so it's like just stereotypical, and you know, if you're sick of seeing that, do something about it.
That's good. So you want to be the change in your industry, the change to the world around you.
Definitely.
So before we go, you mentioned about struggles in your health. So would you like to
do you know
where that stems from? Or
it's not even like you know, compared to some people, you know, it's not a huge struggle, I guess, but it's all relative. Like, I've always had eczema from a very young age, always did. I actually had eczema all over my hands, and I remember actually being in church and I always, or wherever I was, I'll wear jumpers and I'll always cover my hands. And it was just annoying. It was just annoying. It's anyone who's ever had psoriasis or eczema, it's the most irritating thing to have burn, you know, hot skin and irritated skin. So it's come to a point where I've just been like, I'm sick of putting up with it, because I don't think we have to. There's a way out. So I'm just researching through health and just through health and cleansing how it can be improved, and it's improved greatly. So if I can help, especially with children, I hate seeing children who have that and who can't even play because their skin's cracked, or they can't sleep because their skin's weeping. I hate seeing that. I've worked with children for years and I love working with kids. So I think that's why I'm very passionate about health and starting at a young age, especially with children. Getting good habits from a young age helps you to not run into problems when you're older, you know? And as I said, I love my food. So I think my diet had played a huge part of my eczema, because I didn't have any stops. Like if I saw food, I'll eat it kind of thing. If it's good, I'll eat it. So I think because of my diet over the years, it didn't help me. So it's just learning. Like, I'm kind of very much on a health journey myself.
Wow. Health coach, Western actress, singer, songwriter, so many hats. That's amazing. And I think it's good because once you are grateful to God for the very little things, then He's able to open doors for so many things.
That's it. And when you get there and He does open a door, you're not like, it's because I'm great. You're actually because God's good as well.
Yes.
God's leading and ordering my steps. So,
if there's someone that is going through the same tiring period of waiting and just doubting themselves, what would be your word of encouragement for them? Okay,
it's a good question. I would always say, believe in the gift you've been given. Like, always believing it. Like, there is no comparison, and people said that, and we hear that all the time, like there's only one you, but really there really is only one you. The way you deliver a line is not going to be the way I deliver a line. The way you sing a lyric is not going to be the way I sing a lyric. So you have to believe that what you've got is special, number one. And continue training. I remember I saw Judi Dench once saying continue training, and if Judi Dench is saying continue training, because that's Judi Dench, you know, like, you know, you kind of leave school sometimes and think, oh yeah, I've done one job, and you don't do anything for like a year. It's like, no, get out there, go to a dance class, go to a networking event, there's free workshops sometimes, go to a directing workshop, keep around people that are doing what you are doing. Remain inspired, you know, like watch good dramas on TV, watch good films, whatever inspires you, just keep that flame burning. And trust in the gift you've been given, and trust that it's what you're meant to be doing, and just commit it to God as well. Like, let's not forget your faith as well. If you don't have faith, fair enough, but if you do have faith, put it in motion. Exactly. Just trust God that you'll be doing what you're doing in the right timing.
Amen. Last but not least,
go on.
What is your favorite song at the moment in your playlist?
Oh God, my favorite song.
Or a song that is encouraging you at the moment that you're like listening to, or in the last month.
Do you know what? It's actually a song by Stephanie Gretzinger. I'm not sure if I can pronounce her name properly. And she's one of the singers from Bethel, and it's called Catch the Wind. I actually think it was written by Melissa Helsner. Melissa and her husband, I can't remember his name, but they're a fantastic couple, powerhouse couple, and they're worship leaders. And I just love their outtake. They're just passionate about God and people and the environment, and I just love that. And she wrote a song, and the lyrics are, I am bold and full of life. I am steadfast and no compromise.
Wow.
I am bold, no fear in sight. I'm gonna spread my wings and open my life. So those, I don't know, yeah, those powerful, lyrics, very powerful, just declaration lyrics. And the way they sing it is just amazing. So that's the song that I've been listening to just to remind myself. And yeah, I just love it. And it's called I'm Gonna Catch the Wind.
I'm Gonna Catch the Wind.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna listen to that.
Do.
Thank you so much, Maria, for coming. And yeah, I'll see you Christmas period.
Yeah.
At the Old Vic, right?
Yes, at the Old Vic. I think it's from running from November till January. So come see.
Definitely will. Thank you. And thank you guys for watching.